Okay, so here we're up in the next video. We're going to do constraints in this one. So from here, I'm going to hold shift and crack that completely open, right? And I'm gonna hide my mesh. Okay. And I can see a little bit better this way. The way I do this is holding Alt and B as in Bob. Alt and B as in Bob, you have to hold it together. You can cycle through the different looks. So I'm gonna pull up here, constraint. I'm gonna tear this off. Right? Constraint, tear this off. So we're gonna start constraining. I'm gonna press Q to hide the manipulator handle. I'm gonna grab this controller. Okay, controller first. I'm gonna hold shift. I'm gonna click on that. See? Controller first, then click on the bone, corresponding bone. Then for the top one, what I want to do and my strategy for this specific letter, each letter will be different, so don't just copy exactly what I'm doing for each of your letters. That's going to be a bit of a disaster potentially. For this one, I want to be able to stretch the U, the tips. So since just the tips I want to be able to stretch and pull, meaning pull, I want to do a parent. Option box, reset, apply. So now L joint 8 has a parent constraint. See? Constraint. And blue, like I mentioned before, means that there's a constraint attached to the bone, which now is attached to the controller, which the controllers are parented to each other like a chain. So that means that with the parent constraint, I can pull, see? And I can rotate. See, I rotated, right? Only for that, because I want to be able to, simulate squash and stretch. Anyway, next one, I'm going to grab, press Q to hide it, this controller, hold shift and grab that bone, controller then the bone. This one I'm only wanting to do an orient constraint, meaning orient constraint means rotate. Option box, reset, apply. Blue. Joint 7, orient constraint. This will only rotate. This will pull and rotate. Next, I'm going to grab this controller and this. The bone. Controller then the bone. Always remember that. Orient constraint. Then grab this controller, hold shift, select that bone, press G as in George to repeat the last command. Go. I'm going to grab this controller, shift select this carefully, press G. Blue means orient constrained. You see the hierarchy. Grab this controller, shift select this, press G. Grab this controller, shift select this bone, press G. Grab this controller, shift select this bone, press G. Then I'm going to grab this center of gravity main controller, shift select this main root joint, my root joint. See, my root joint. this, I'm going to do a parent constraint to the root joint, because this will be able to move and rotate. Then I'm gonna grab this, right? I'm gonna be in my front view just to be safe. And this bone controller, then the bone, I'm gonna do a parent constraint because I want to be able to pull and rotate. Boom. It's okay if there's information here for the movement. And you notice here, parent constraint. Then I'm gonna grab this, shift select this, the bone, controller, then the bone, do an orient constraint. I'm gonna grab this and this bone, press G to repeat the last command for the orient constraint. Grab this, shift select this, press G. 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 Grab this, shift select that, press G. Boom. So, all it's connected. Close it, close it. Now you notice, boom, 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 boom. Grab this, boom, 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 boom. Nice. But no rotation though. If I turn on the mesh, let's check it out. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. Alright, cool. So that part is done. Should I do anything else? This, and this, right? I mean, the last stage is basically just putting everything together to make it airtight. You know what I can do? I'll just start locking things out right now, since it's only been 7 minutes. So this controller, I don't want to be able to keyframe the scale and the visibility. I don't want to be able to keyframe it. I want to lock it out. Just the top part. I do want to be able to pull on it and rotate it because it's the top. I'm gonna select those, right click, lock. Same for him. See how it's still selected? I'm gonna press G as in George. Lock. It's a bit of a different story for this controller. Right here, this controller. Because I'm gonna only want it to rotate. So I'm gonna select this, and this, and I'm gonna lock it. I did that by holding control. Right click, lock. I'm gonna grab it. I had a deselected by accident, so I grabbed that new one, this one. Previously I did this one, now I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna press G to lock it, because I only want to be able to rotate it for kinematics. I'm gonna grab this one, press G. 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 I'm gonna leave this one alone. This one, yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone for now. I'll come back to it later. This one, press G. 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 This one is different. Oh, we already did it. So we're locked out. This one, we're gonna lock out the scale and the visibilities. Right click, lock. Alright, so that'll be end of that. And do an incremental save. Control Alt S. And that's the end of that.